Good morning. Welcome back to this shared space on YouTube called Natural Connection with the Shaman. I'm your host, Shaman Odin Greywolf, and today I've got some good information for you. Today being Tuesday, September 9th, 2025. That's 9/9/2025, which equals 27. 27, 2 plus 7 equals 9, so we got 999. All right, so starting with dreams, you might have had strange dreams, or last night dreams could have been showing you things like in the unconscious spectrum of lives that you're letting go, and I'll tell you why more in an upcoming report. And if you happen to remember your dreams, maybe you had an ascended master speak to you something in your dream, which was, I had an encounter with Jesus in my dream. Jesus told me my name stands for being heard from God. So when I woke up, that made me look up what my name John actually means, and it means God is gracious. So just some things out there. I talk about your dreams because it's important to remember your dreams. Whether or not you believe there's signs from the other side, or your connection to the infinite divine realms, or if you think they're just dreams, let's put it in a practical point of view to get out of the metaphysical area. So in a practical point of view, a dream could be a collaboration of memories that process things in your day that didn't really go noticed, okay? Because the unconscious realm is what picks up on all of your peripheral, okay? All of the subliminal, okay? All of the subtle, small things that you didn't notice with your thinking brain. Thinking brain is kind of like this. It's kind of like a tunnel vision. This is how you live your life, right? Okay, well, outside of this tunnel vision, everything else is the sub and unconscious brain retaining information. So I think it's important that people jot down their dreams, even if just to jot down simple forms. That dream that I jot down is like dream was with strange giants, bikers, old gang members, muscle men from Nigeria, and Jesus told me my name stands for being heard from God. But in reality, those dreams were like an entire dream all in themselves, okay? So like the giant men, I was actually on this old property somewhere in some country, and me and my brothers were moonshiners, and we had like this huge old well. There was a stream coming by, and we had a windmill that pumped the water up and ran the water to the stills for the cooling coils, and we were going to bars to bring our moonshine, and we were getting in brawls, and I had a giant and another crew had a giant. I mean, those are short descriptions of like so many long detailed dreams I had in my dream. So I'm telling you, I could write like probably 3 movies a night just from my dreams, if I had the time and the peace to sit and write all of my dreams down every day. because it's vast. So this comes from working with my dreams, working with my unconscious. It's one of the main key factors that helped me work through my shadows as well, was dream work, okay? Because let's put it into a emotional, psychological point of view. It's all the things that you are ignoring in your life. Maybe suppressing, hiding, if you're having night terrors. Dreams are important. So start a dream journal today. If it always helps, I hear a lot of times, a lot of people say, I don't remember my dreams. That's because you are instantly using your thinking brain when you wake up. That's okay. That's normal. Things that make you use your thinking brain instantly when you wake up are alarm clocks, okay? Any form of agenda, right? Number one, what will stop you from remembering your brain? The alarm clock goes off. You hit snooze, whatever, right? Your thinking brain immediately starts to pick up, okay, I've got to get up and brush my teeth, I got to make breakfast. This is why you don't remember your dreams. So this is okay. Doesn't mean that you will never be successful at writing a dream journal, okay? It means keep a small notebook or a journal next to your bed, or don't use your phone. Not until you're advanced in dream journaling, because it means something when you write down, especially if you write in blue ink. Specifically in blue ink. I don't know why, but it does. So you jot down, okay, woke up on this day, 9/9/2025 at this time. Can't recall my dream, but I feel this. Then let your brain go. You start to tell your brain, okay, I want to remember my dreams. I want to recall my dreams so that I can do some internal work or whatever. You don't even need to. So I could write fucking comics and cartoons and stories and open my creativity a little bit more. Or if you're a mystic, so I can remember my past lives. So I can astral travel the other dimensional planes, right? Same thing. That's why I bring up the dreams a lot. Okay, 9 plus 9 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 27. 2 plus 7 equals 9. If 9 is in the equation, it usually comes back to itself. 9. 999, angel number. The end of a cycle, the beginning of a new chapter. Release now what no longer serves you, and embrace new opportunities for personal growth, completion, higher awakening, and change. Trust the process, let go of the past, and align with the actions of your higher purpose. When I wrote that, in that moment, I heard, my purpose is that of a priest, medicine man, and spirit walker. Immediately when I wrote that, my higher purpose is that of a priest. What went through my mind is, yeah, but I want to grow like cannabis. I like to grow cannabis. I don't smoke it. You can't smoke it. For one, I can't operate with other people when I smoke cannabis. I go vegetable state. I already have a delayed reaction in conversations due to some things that happened in my past. So when I smoke cannabis, I can't function. I could smoke it if I'm all by myself. I love it. It feels great, right? But then I eat too much. My blood sugars get out of whack. My diet's unhealthy. I never do anything. And I'm always it's not good for me. But to grow it is like I loved growing cannabis. Just sitting and talking to my plants daily and working with them, working with nature, growing them per the lunar cycle. It's just a very big passion of mine. So, and then I also love all kinds of other different plants and spices and herbs to make medicine out of. A lot of my cannabis plants I used to grow, they went to pain medication, ointments and balms and tinctures and extracts. And they really helped me and a lot of people. So right away, I'm like, a priest doesn't do that. And then I hear in return, a priest is a medicine man. A medicine man is someone, I'll get into that in a minute. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, I can get that. And a spirit walker, right? So after I came to all this, I started writing down. A priest is just a person who communicates with God, then shares what they heard or found. A medicine man is someone who uses plants and prayers to heal themselves and others. A spirit walker is someone that takes their time in nature alone to communicate with the land, the sky, the plants, the animals, the birds, and self, to know how to be a good person to his or her people, to know what, and then this is me going off of that because I got tired of writing, to know the good medicine to say when somebody, fuck, when you're, I'm sorry, but when you're like a shaman or just someone who offers spiritual advice, I'm getting earrings right now. A lot of people come to you with fucking sadness and hurt and anger and confusion and betrayal and all of these things, right? And it's so that's where shamans go to get our medicine, is in nature. That's why we're always calm, cool, and collective when we're in your presence. I mean, sometimes I've wanted to just reach back and cock my fist and just fucking crack somebody in the mouth, but I realize I have a higher understanding of the mind state of where they're coming from. So as a responsibility to my service and to my people, I was pulled aside from God years ago and told to walk in the nature, in nature, so that God could take and heal me, so that I could understand where people are coming from. So when we say the word shaman, this is what it means. It doesn't mean I'm some salesman. It doesn't mean that I'm better than another. It doesn't mean that I don't have a normal life. It doesn't mean that I don't like to grow cannabis. That sometimes I have bad days. It doesn't mean that I don't listen to heavy metal or punk rock or rap or gospel or indie music or northern gothy shaman music, tribal drums. It's as simple. A priest is not perfect. They're human, but they have healed themselves, and that's why we are able to offer assistance to others. Many a times the word is used, shaman, and there's so much ego out there. I remember me too being stuck in the ego when I would call myself a shaman, because there was so much bickering over what the word meant. And all I was somebody who took about 7 years away from people to heal myself. So, anyways, let's go on. The word shaman is not a salesman. So now we go to ninth house astrology. Ninth house stands for higher learning, philosophy, spirituality, and long distance travel. It could bring information about your quest for meaning, expanding your world views and personal beliefs. And the ninth major arcana is the Hermit, which has the same meaning as the ninth house. We're going off of the ninth house energy only because of the strong pull, the 999 portal today, right? But today is Tuesday, Mars Day. So we also want to see what Mars is doing. And then we're under the week of the moon with Larage. Okay, so we want to see what the moon's doing. Well, guess what? They're all connected today. Today's ninth house has Venus in Cancer under Aslesha Nakshatra, trining the moon in Pisces, 5th house, Ravati Nakshatra, and sextile Mars in Virgo, 11th house, Chitra Nakshatra. They're connected, so perfect, right? Perfect alignment. So we look to the stars and see what's going on. With Venus, it shows love and relationships that are driven by intuition and a desire for philosophical exploration, a connection to worldly wisdom with a caution that warns against possessiveness and manipulation with hidden motives. You should watch out for this today. This energy is trining the moon, which smoothly allows us to find fulfillment through creative, spiritual, or humanitarian pursuits. Humanitarian is doing some kind of service for others and kindness and compassion. And then this energy, sextile Mars in Virgo, is combining emotionally driven and analytical approach, blending emotional depth, idealism with practicality. Okay, so all of that is kind of saying today, like, it's a day to really go within and like appreciate your beliefs, your philosophies, your imaginations, things that your dreams, your goals in life, your loves and passions, but also to watch out, because on top of watching out for possessive people with hidden motives and manipulation, you may also be possessing some of those tendencies. So at that time, when I finished the astrology, I kept hearing the song Silly by Denise Williams over and over. I'm making my breakfast and I'm like, what is going on? So I asked Siri on my phone to play the song Silly by Denise Williams. If you haven't heard it, it's that song that goes, silly of me to think that I could ever have you for my guy. Da 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 do 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 do. Right? So listen to it. I'm not a singer. I mean, I like singing. It feels good, but I'm not that good at it. Anyways, so the message I got from that song was sometimes people's pride is what makes them not speak their truths. And instantly I got a message from CoStar. CoStar, the moon portion of CoStar, sends me daily updates of where the moon is aligned. So what the message was don't let anyone gaslight you. Your first instinct is correct. Stop explaining yourself. It only gives them more material to twist stories. So this goes back with our ninth house energy today. Be careful. Sometimes over-explaining yourself only digs even the innocent into a deeper pit when you're surrounded by manipulators, right? When you're surrounded by possessive people, or when you're surrounded by those who have hidden motives, right? Because what was the message? Sometimes people's pride is what makes them not speak their truths. Okay, so what that kind of means is like a person would rather be right or feel right than be honest. So that's where gaslighting comes from. Someone's pride getting in the way of who they truly are. Okay, so I'm going to pull you a shamanic medicine card. No. Viking Oracle. Then a shamanic medicine card. And then I will let you go. So don't forget to start your dream journals. There we go. Oh, perfect rune. Vegvisir. Vegvisir. You'll catch me wearing it often. It stands for not all who wander are lost, always finding your way, and even you can find your way even if it is unclear. It's a symbol that lets you know that you are loved and protected, even if only by spirit. And it tells you to use your gifts, talents, and abilities to find your way. You are not lost unless you choose to be. Vegvisir. So, it's a Nordic compass. So you know what I've done to alchemize this charm? I've put the Bhagwan into this, the Bhagwa Chi circle, the 8 gates. And I've combined that with some things I learned from a person who taught me celestial Qigong. And I've put my own practices in from modern shamanic practices and old Wiccan and witchcraft practices. I've studied a lot of different shit. And calling on the directions and channeling medicine wheels. And I carry it with me because it represents all of that. You'll never lose your way. So if that means something to you, you might want to pick up a Vegvisir. You don't have to be Nordic to wear one. They help you find your way, even if the way is not clear. I especially carved it on my walking stick when I used to have a drinking problem. And thankfully, I always found my way home, because it also is a stave that if you carve on you, wear, or carry it on your staff, you will always find your way home. So sometimes I don't know how I got home, and that's why I appreciate not being the old version of myself I was. Let's pull you some shamanic medicine. Okay, Vegvisir. Also stands for being fearless. So, if you, I put up a video of me taking a walk in the nature. I never worry. I don't go on trails because I don't want to be where other people are. It, to me, defeats the purpose of going on a nature hike. If you are afraid of going into nature alone in strange, random, remote places that no one would ever find you, carry a Vegvisir. You'll always find your way home. And it stands for being fearless. Okay, Vegvisir. What medicine do we have for the people today? Fire, passion. Bring in warmth to your inner world. Attraction, lust, and desire. Passion invokes the love you've been waiting for. Offer warmth to others. A fear of the past is not as bad as you think. Passion brings strength. Brings the strength you need and heals old wounds. Passion. So, be fearless and follow your passion. I want to pull a couple of tarot cards for that now. The runic tarot, right? Yep, runic tarot. All right, Page of Wands, 10 of Cups. Wow, anonymous information about a complete love. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. Pursuing your purpose from this spontaneous invitation. And 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Don't be afraid to put forth the effort if you are passionate about it. Okay, let's go. What do we got for them? Oh, okay, that one wanted to fall before it would let any others come. Let's see here. Knight of Cups, 7 of Cups, the Empress. Okay, so the Hanged Man. You need to see something from a new perspective. There is a romantic gesture being offered to you, and it looks like from several individuals around you, all pertaining to this very nurturing, exotic love. There's abundance in here. This is a new cycle beginning for you, viewer. There may be a baby coming in the situation, or I only say that because of the passion and lust. Viewers, you could be like having a celebration of family over a newborn life. The Hangman is here, so it's telling you to see this through a spiritual eye. So be authentic and genuine from your heart. There is a lot of love surrounding you in this situation. They want to build you up. This could be from the divine and from the universe with the Empress card. Berkano rune. Gebo Junyo. Raido. So the gift of a love journey opens the door to a new beginning. Ikhwash. Change your reality by seeing something from a new perspective. All right, folks, that's what I have for you today. I hope that was helpful. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video with your friends and hit the notification so that when I post new content, it comes to you directly. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you and take care. My website is in the description, and maybe I will post donation QR code after this video with the QR code for my channel. So screenshot that, go to it, and donations are always accepted and gratefully appreciated. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you next time.